Hello YouTube, today I'm going to give you a quick review, desktop first impression review of the A3 Tactical Modular Folding Brace. So I will say, I got this CZ Scorpion years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. And I did some initial things to it, like I removed the Ambi safety and put a left side safety on it just because that thing would dig into your hand. And I added a little foregrip that works great for this weapon. And at that time I stuck a little Burris red dot on it, just because I didn't plan on doing anything serious with it, just you know, play at the range every now and then. It wasn't a home defense weapon or anything like that. But through the years, as I've gotten more weapons and sold weapons, I've always kept the Scorpion. It's a super fun little weapon. It's reliable and it's fun to play with. And so going through my safe the other day, I decided that I'm gonna start doing some stuff to it. And what kind of spurred that is I got rid of a weapon, and I pulled the Trigicon MRO off of it and stuck it on here. And once I stuck the MRO on it, it made me want to do more to it. And so back in the day, I had just a regular buffer tube attachment with a Sig Sauer pistol brace on it. And 5 years ago, that's what most people were doing. They didn't make a lot of things for the CZ Scorpion. But when I started doing research recently, I've seen that they make a lot of stuff for the CZ Scorpion. It's like a Glock 19. There's so many mods available for it. But when you start looking for them, there's nothing available. There is, I was looking at the Maximum Defense brace for it, or the SB Tactical. It's basically the same thing. And they're both sold out everywhere. You can't find them. And so as I continued to look around, I kept coming back to the A3 Tactical Folding Brace. And it looked good to me online. Not as good as the SB Tactical or the Maximum Defense brace, but it definitely, it looked a lot better than what I had. But I was reluctant because this thing was just as much as those are. This was $275 for a very simple design. But in lieu of something else, I grabbed this A3 Tactical folding stock. And I will say, it looks great. It is a good looking brace. And they make different designs. This one is the straight. It's all they had available, but they make some that has like a little dip in them. And they look a little better, I think. But this one looks pretty good. So when I took it out of the box and looked at it, I was pretty happy with it. And the installation is super easy. You just slide your piece down, it pops into place, and then you put your 2 screws into the remaining piece and bolt in the actual brace itself onto the arm, and you're done. A few minutes. And that's when I became somewhat disappointed. I was hoping that it was going to be a pretty sturdy brace. I've owned some SB Tactical and Maximum Defense pistol braces, and they are very sturdy. You can throw those things on the ground and not have any problems with them. So if you accidentally dropped it or something, you wouldn't have to worry about it being trashed. But this thing is like, it's all kind of shaky and wobbly. And it was very shaky and wobbly at the base as well. So I took it back apart and added some shims on the inside. And by shims, I took some, you know, shrink wrap for wires and sliced pieces off of it until I got it in there tight. this portion of the weapon shouldn't heat up, so it won't be a problem. But if it does, it'll handle it well, which it won't. And so I figured that that would take a lot of the wobble out, but it's still, in the machining portion here, it's still very, not as stable as I would have liked. So, I don't expect things to be perfect until a company starts, you know, jacking the price up on them. And so when you ask $275 for a brace, I expect a tank of a brace. You know, I expect something that's top of the line. And I don't feel that this is that. I feel like with a little abuse, this thing would be toast. You know, you would have to get something else regardless. Like I said, it does look good. And it actuates with this little spring-loaded button. It unlocks and the brace slides open and then it locks back into place. If they did a better job at the machining level where it locks into place, it'd probably be a much better brace. But it seems to be something that you can't fix by jerry rigging it. I did add the shims and it took some of the wobble out, but definitely not all of it. So it's definitely an improvement in looks over what I had. And there's an improvement in usability in the fact that now you could throw this thing in a backpack or under the seat of your truck with, you know, not many problems. But with that old buffer tube and 6-hour pistol brace, I could throw that thing across the range and go get it and pick it up and it would still be a usable weapon. I don't think that this would do that. Not that you should be throwing your stuff across the range, but things happen. And so with weapon systems, I like for things to be somewhat resilient. And this does not feel resilient. So if you're thinking about getting a brace for a CZ Scorpion, I do not recommend this one. You may like it, and if you have good experiences with one or one that you have, please share in the comments, because then maybe I just got a faulty one. So if you get into the market of a pistol brace, I would look at the Maximum Defense or the SB Tactical. I feel that those are better options. Have a good day.